That's right, one of the best stations around. You got two of the best hosts around right here on 98.5 WNUW Ascend. Thank you for tuning in for another rendition of Thursday Night Lineup with Owen and Noah. My name's Owen, and seated across from me, Noah. How are you doing on this lovely week?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing, Owen?
It's been a wild week for fantasy football for me. I still undefeated in one league, and we are still struggling in the other. Pretty much the same trends. One's going this way, and the other one is going this way. I've been trying to pay attention to updates, injuries, possible trades. There's a lot going on. How are your teams doing, Noah?
It's very sad. I am no longer undefeated in any of my leagues. It's truly unfortunate. 7-1 in 2. I believe I'm 6-2 in the other, and 5-3 in the fourth one. Still very successful, but my team got kind of hit with a reality check last week. I think they scored maybe 60 points. I guess that's what happens when your RB1 and your wide receiver 1 go down for a bye week.
Yeah, it was a tough bye week assembly last week. We had a bunch of teams that were dealing with that. Same thing coming up again this week. I expect good teams to be dropping points left and right. Team Geeked, that's the team that's 8-0 over here. We're looking at Josh Allen and James Cook. Those are my headliners. Jamar Chase is my wide receiver 1. Tyler Warren is the tight end position. So those are the people that have been pretty much carrying my squad. We'll start this one off with some guys you want to keep an eye on. We're not going to start with the booms and busts yet. We're actually going to move into that after the first break. So stick around if you want to hear about the best performers and worst performers. Newsflash. A bunch of people from last week are back on it again this week.
Shocker.
But, yeah, first we're going to talk about the guys we want to keep an eye on. There's been a lot going on in the National Football League. Go ahead, Noah.
You got to let me go first here.
Yeah, I will be doing so. Go ahead.
I benched this guy last week. Really annoying.
Oh, did you now?
Kareem Hunt.
Oh, Kareem Hunt.
He came back around and decided to get all the red zone touchdowns last week. With the recent injury of Isaiah Pacheco,
yeah,
him and Brashard Smith could both be two running backs you could definitely keep an eye on. We know Brashard Smith got 14 carries last week, or 2 weeks ago, and Kareem Hunt is a red zone demon. So if Pacheco goes down, maybe for a couple weeks, I wouldn't be against starting either of those players.
Isaiah Pacheco has had some injury struggles in the past. Kansas City, the running back position is a little bit weird for them. It's not one where you think of them usually having a standout guy. I haven't had one since Jamal Charles, the great Jamal Charles. Really, since then, it's been Mahomes leading the show and a bunch of supporting casts around
Kelsey's back.
Travis Kelce in the passing game. So with Kelce doing his thing, we didn't expect him to have an amazing game last week, but he definitely had a breakout. I have him on a team, and I'm super excited about that because if Mahomes is still playing MVP-level football, second in the league in yards right now.
Don't even say it.
Look,
don't say it.
Second in the league in yards right now. He's slinging that thing. He's getting back to what he's used to doing. He's right up there with everybody else in passing touchdowns. He's got 17, I believe, and it could be an issue for people in that division. Somebody right next to him, though, Justin Herbert, having a great year, a great fantasy year.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that running back situation. Kamani Vidal, definitely a guy you want to keep an eye on. I think he has a favorable matchup this week. Herbert could go for 30. Vidal could go for 30.
He seems to get most of the touches back there.
But there's still rumors on Twitter of guys getting moved around and getting traded. Somebody else that I want to talk about.
Oh.
Breece Hall and Isaiah Davis.
There you go.
Isaiah Davis is right behind Breece Hall in the pecking order still, for good reason. But Breece Hall, supposedly, this is the last year of the contract. Or does he still have one more? 4 years? Might have one more after this one. I think he might have
he might be
some money to get paid out. Probably $5 to $10 million to get paid out if they want to get rid of him before the season's over. But man, oh man, Breece Hall, when he's good, when he's on, he's on. He had a great game last week. He actually had 3 total touchdowns. One of them was a passing touchdown, which is hilarious. But if he's on the move, go ahead and grab Isaiah Davis right behind him.
I know he's on my waivers, I think.
Yeah, if he's still around. You never know. Tyrone Tracy backing up Cam Scatabo. Big injury last week to the Scat Man.
The whole NFL crumbled.
Birds took down the Giants, and with it went a big-time injury to their rookie running back, unfortunately.
Yeah. Nobody open Google and watch and look at that photo. It's really gross.
Yeah, I hate when that stuff happens to these athletes. More and more these days. R.J. Harvey had a breakout game. Finally, Broncos fans have been waiting for that. Another Broncos player that Bo Nix has been looking for, Troy Franklin. If Troy Franklin's on your waiver wire, pick him up.
Yep.
10, 12, 14 man, he's worth the spot. Parker Washington, another player that we have on there because BTJ has been struggling with some injuries here and there. I really am a Travis Hunter fan. People know that now. I made a trade for him. I'm happy to have him on the roster, especially if BTJ is having quarterback issues. But Parker Washington, Penn State product, go Lions. Could be getting some more targets as he finished with 10 against the Rams. Kayshon Boutte.
I was going to say, don't skip over Booty, man.
Nah, I want to ask you about the Booty man. Kayshon Boutte. Him and I have something in common. We both like to watch Drake May play football. Drake May has been slinging that thing up in New England, also into MVP talks. Are you making moves for any of those New England wide receivers right now?
Trying to get Kayshon Boutte, but my sweet mate wouldn't accept my trade. It wasn't a very good one, I won't lie. But I don't want to give up too much for him because I'm already 7-1. So I don't want to get rid of the pieces that have been helping me the most.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, possibly Tank Bigsby as well, as there's another injury lingering maybe for Saquon. Maybe the Madden curse is still there. We talk about, the team doing well, but possibly what's it called? The opposite of a silver lining. There's a copper lining? No, because copper is still valuable.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
Yeah. So maybe an opposite of the diamond in the rough there.
Yeah.
There's I'm just kidding. there's going to be a little situation if Tank Bigsby has to continue to.
He looked pretty good though.
Step up. Yeah, but he looked good. But man, did you see him trying to return those kicks?
Yeah.
He's got poor hands. He can't hang on to the football. Josh Downs, along with I like Alec Pierce too, over in the Indianapolis Colts catching the ball.
Yeah.
From Daniel Jones. Chimera Dike and Jaden Higgins, two rookies, one in Houston, the other one in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I like both of those guys as waiver wire adds. Those are two wide receivers with upside on teams with depleted receiving cores.
Yeah.
Maybe DK, maybe Higgins. We have Mason Taylor on here, and
he's on a bye week, but
yeah, he could be a good pickup for you. He's a tight end on the Jets, and their pass game's stanky, but they don't mind giving him targets.
No.
There are a couple other pickups that we will get to, but first I want to ask you about two running backs, JCM and K9.
Don't get me started with JCM.
Bill Nye, the football guy, Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt. Early in the season, we were not sure. Then about a third of the way in, we were like, oh, wow, this is going to be great.
Eckler
and
went
now
down.
We're halfway through. Week 8 is 16, well, 17. Maybe 18, we'll see.
Yeah.
You never know with fantasy. All these leagues are different. What are you feeling for Bill Nye, the football guy? Are you still super excited? Are you going to be playing him every week? Or
I have him on my bench right now.
He's on the bench.
I have Kareem Hunt starting over him right now.
Poor performance. He got like 5 points.
Yeah.
Last performance.
So Austin Eckler goes down, and JCM explodes for like 25. And I'm like, oh my God, I just had the steal of the draft.
For sure.
And ever since, I think his carries have gone down, down, and down, and down. And his points have gone down, 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 and down. I'm a little weary. But to be fair, the Commanders' offense has been kind of hit or miss as it has been anyways. So I just need Jaden Daniels to stay healthy, and I think they will be a little more JCM will be a little more threatening.
Yeah, I mean, Terry McLaurin was stretching him a little bit in the pass game, and then he just got hurt again immediately.
Yeah.
So Terry McLaurin is a guy that's been really – I won't use that phrase. I was going to say he's just been making me angry.
Yeah, I know the Commanders hated that contract.
Yeah, I think that was my 4th-round pick in my one league this year. And it was because every year he kills me. Every year I play against him, he's really good. But I wasn't really paying attention to the signs. He sat out a lot. His health was a question mark. He was bickering about the contract. And it has turned into an ugly season for Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
So, and the Commanders overall. You know, they're in our division. And I'm happy that I'm not really scared.
Yeah, we just can't
in any way.
Yeah, we just can't compare Jaden Daniels to RG3.
I don't.
Or else his mom will come get us.
Yes, Mama Daniels, very protective of her son, as she should be. Moms are the best.
Yes.
K9, Kenneth Walker, one of the coolest nicknames in the NFL. Pretty much the only thing cool about him right now because he hasn't really been getting into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet, UCLA counterpart in that Seahawks backfield, has been great.
Yeah.
He loves to step in and pick up that ball when K9 gets down inside the 10. Will they do anything to remedy K9 fantasy owners' tears? Do you expect the Seahawks to change their ways?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they really care about fantasy.
They don't care, bro.
But
They do not care.
I think I saw this earlier. Charbonnet is only getting like 2.3 yards per carry. So he's getting all the, obviously, like you said, the red zone and like the short downage. He's like the third down back.
Right.
So you almost have to hope that K9 breaks a big one for him to give you any kind of fantasy points. Because otherwise, they're just going to put Charbonnet and he's going to just run through the O-line and score tons and tons of touchdowns.
And both of those guys have that capability. K9 can
Yeah.
catch the ball out of the backfield. He can break off a big one
Exactly.
whenever, but he just hasn't done it. You know, maybe
Yeah.
the Seattle system isn't the system for. I know Seattle Seahawks fans love the guy,
Yeah.
but
Isn't he on contract? Is he up after this year? Or has he got one more left?
this is something that
I think we talked about this before.
yeah, this is something that will definitely be looked at by the Seahawks. Being drafted in 2022,
Yeah. So.
his salary in 2025 is around $2 million.
Yep.
Let's see what we got going on here. So it's a 4-year, right?
Yeah. 4
So
years.
after the season is over in 2026.
Yeah. Then he should. Yeah. Then they gotta really think about what they want to do with him.
Yeah.
I still think he has tons of talent.
No,
Like,
for
he's
sure.
a great running back. I just don't know. It could just be a down year.
They have weapons there. They have JSN has been cooking it
Yeah.
in the receiving game. 820 yards, good for best in the league right now.
Bro, he had a bye week and he's still number 1 in receiving yards by like 100.
Yeah, it's
It's
big.
insane.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle's 3 in rush yards. He's got 600 I'm sorry, 5. He's 5 in rush yards. He's
Like,
got
what, 4 games?
And yeah, well,
3.5.
2 games as a starter.
Yeah.
So, interesting enough. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stories, a lot of big time performers going on this season. Couple tight ends we want to hit on: Oronde Gadsden, Harold Fannin. I like Harold Fannin. You'll be experiencing more reps, in my opinion. The upside is there.
Yeah.
And Oronde Gadsden, I put here, Herbert has found a new toy to play with, because that's what it looks like,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
Is Antonio Gates, right? New
Antonio Gates is a legendary. Is he the new Is he the new AG? No, I don't think he is. As a
He
matter
went
of
off
fact.
after they had like a little celebration about him.
This is true, but then he went off again. So
Yeah.
maybe he's just a good player.
Could
I
be.
think anybody who gets volume
Yeah.
from Justin Herbert is going to look good. We saw what happened to Quentin Johnson the first 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And then he had 0.
0 targets.
He's on the bust list that we're going to be talking about in a couple minutes here. But I don't know what to make of Herbert. I don't know if he's at that.
He's a regular season demon. I feel like that's pretty
I don't know if
straight
he's
on.
at that breaking point yet, where he can cross into the next threshold
No.
of
He's just regular
QB,
season.
elite
just-
QB category.
he
I mean,
just- Cooks in the regular season.
there's Lamar, Burrow,
Yeah.
Allen, Mahomes, right? And I like to put Hurts in there if you're talking about winning, but if you're talking about pure God-given QB talent, those are probably the guys at the top. Everybody always wants to sneak Justin Herbert in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we did have our debate about the whole is winning in NFL a quarterback stat.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. And it's one of the more important ones, in my opinion. But
If you say so.
I do say so.
I wouldn't
think,
say most important.
I think most people in and around the league would agree with fans that say winning is very important to a quarterback's resume, for sure.
Fair.
I think it's more important than other positions. Yeah.
I suppose.
All the other ones, that's where we talk about fantasy production. That's what this show's for.
Yeah,
That's
right.
where we get to talk about random guys that are popping off and whatnot. Yeah, I mean those are some of the stashes that we have. Maybe Ollie Gordon in Miami could do something against Baltimore this week.
Maybe.
There's a couple, and even Brashad Smith. I still think he's on a bubble.
Yeah.
I gave up on the buy, shell, toot, and pipe dream. I think that this guy was going to be a great player for fantasy, and turns out he's got poor vision. He still needs to develop some parts of his game to be NFL ready.
Yeah.
I'm still a Travis Etienne hater, though. I was a big fan.
He's on the worry about.
I was a big fan, and now I'm not. Yeah, he hasn't been that great recently either. Problems in Duval. Christian Watson is another guy that came back from injury that we like over here on Thursday night lineup. That's one thing with the Packers. That's kind of their MO.
Yeah.
If you're a fun young wide receiver, we're going to draft you, and then we're going to give you 3 targets a game, and you have to make something happen with that. So, or you have to get hurt. So, the only thing
He's done both.
The only thing that Matthew Golden hasn't done yet is get hurt. So maybe stay away from Watson and get Matthew Golden. But, I don't know. Due to the showing last week and due to the showing the first 7 weeks, maybe if you're a Golden guy and Watson's on their waiver wire, swap him. And if you have a couple holes on your team, then you can plug one with, say, a guy like Troy Franklin that we were talking about, or a guy like Christian Watson, somebody that already has a good relationship with their quarterback. So we have a lot to talk about on Thursday night lineup, including the booms and the busts, our starts and our sits, the secret juice for what we think is going to be a winning recipe next week in fantasy. So stay tuned. We're going to give you a little bit of a break here on 98.5 WNUW. That's right, here on 98.5 WNUW LP Aston. Thursday night lineup where we talk about fantasy football. It's your boy Owen, it's your boy Noah, and I'm sitting across from a soprano.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's
something
right.
like that.
That boy used to sing, and he was hitting those high notes.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't hear me out like that.
Talking about symphonies and stuff during the break. Well, I got a symphony for you. T-minus 120 hours. The trade deadline will be upon us, and this has a lot of big fantasy implications. Some guys that will be showing up on the boom and bust list will be getting dealt. I don't know that it's appropriate to say these words on air, but I'll say them anyway. Jacoby Myers.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry if that scared anybody. Was that a jump scare for you? The wide receiver on the Raiders is possibly going to be a strong pickup for a team that's looking for a guy that can get open the zone coverage down the field. Although the Raiders just signed Tyler Lockett, right?
Oh, they did. Yes, they
Hopefully
did.
that can ease the pain of getting rid of Jacoby Myers, who doesn't even have 30 catches this year.
Bro, Gino's just going to throw it to the other team. It does not matter.
That's
who
our
is there.
yeah. That's our main.
It does not matter.
Is that guy was a big time buster for us in fantasy because he was not booming. He was busting in the sense that he was not scoring a lot of points for us in fantasy. That's what that's called booms and busts in standard PPR. We'll start with the bad ones because when you say I got good news and I got bad news, what do you want first? People usually say, yeah, give me the bad news.
Give me the bad news.
Oh, let me down easy.
How about some real bad news?
And the good news never really does make up for the bad news, does it?
No, never does.
Give me some good news and give me some bad news. I got good news and I got bad news. Noah, which one do you want first?
Bad news.
You want the bad news?
No.
Your fantasy team's 1-7.
No, it's not. Flip it.
What's the what? No, it was hypothetical.
My fault.
It was a See, I can't even make hypotheticals with this kid. His brain is so set on I'm a fantasy guy.
I am.
Oh. All right, we're talking about busts. We're talking about guys that didn't do well. Jake Ferguson from the Dallas Cowboys had 0 points last week.
Bad news for me. Great news for you.
On tight end day.
On tight end day.
What's up with that, dude?
It's a great question. I wish I knew.
His QB's right there with him on the list. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Dak Prescott, 6 points last week. What do you expect from a quarterback like Dak Prescott? Man, he's not a good QB.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
I'm just
You know
kidding.
Dak's good.
I haven't pulled the straight up bad math of the Cowboys card yet.
Yet?
I haven't. I'd like to give respect where it's due. But, yeah, he put together a
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
bad week for fantasy.
2 picks.
I got to stop starting them. That's my bad.
2 picks.
Yeah, usually if I start a player, they stink.
Yeah. So stop it. Stop it right now.
I'll do my best. Andy Dalton, 1.1. Spencer Rattler, 2.6.
Has been benched.
Bench City, bench mob, baby. That's right.
Tyler Shaw.
Baker Mayfield, bust of the week, maybe. 4
I got.
points.
If we keep scrolling, there's one more on here. That's way better bust of the week.
Yeah, real quick, you did mention Tyler Shaw. He's going to step in and resume duties, right?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
I think so.
New Orleans.
I think he's gonna be a starter. What are you thinking about that?
More losses coming their way. We'll see if the connection with Olave is any good though.
Very true.
The connections in his brain. See if it's still firing because
We'll
he has so many concussions.
Yeah,
I feel bad for him.
We'll see.
Quentin Johnson,
0
zero
targets.
Not even one target. Yeah, you can't score a point if you're not getting targeted.
Yeah. I guess they're afraid he's gonna drop the ball anyways.
Unless you're throwing a touchdown pass like Brees Allen. Brees Hall. As I'm reading Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Holy brain fart.
There we go.
Keenan Allen goes for 8.4. Is he still a wide receiver 2 in fantasy? I don't think so. Jerry Jeudy, 0.
He had a great year last year. I have no idea what happened.
What happened to Jerry Jeudy?
No idea.
Was he good?
It could have been Flacco magic from last year.
Was he good? Did he have a great year, or was it a couple good games?
He had, but they turned into a good year overall if you really looked at it. And then he, I guess, didn't want to play football anymore.
He didn't get paid, did he?
I don't know. But he didn't look very good. And it could be because Dylan Gabriel would maybe not be as good as we think. But
Yeah, I mean, if you look at, oh my gosh,
huh? Did they pay him?
This can't be right.
Did they pay him?
I think they did pay him.
Really? Seems to be the trend. You pay your wide receiver, they don't do well. We got McLaurin, we got Jerry Jeudy. Who else?
They gave him a 3-year, $53 million deal. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, good for the Browns. I guess when that came out, I was mad about it, and then I thought it was made up, so I pushed it out of my brain, forgot about it until right now. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Judy's a fraud. That was fun seeing him poop all over the Denver Broncos last year because that's the team that said that he was bad. They badmouthed him. The fan base hates him.
Yeah.
They completely.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Exiled him, but
could have just been a revenge season, and he settled into the Denver Jerry Jeudy.
Maybe we feel bad for him. Another guy that's washed is Alvin Kamara. He's so washed.
Yeah.
Cut Alvin Kamara. Ramondre Stevenson, 5.9 points. Bijan Robinson, 5.8 points. Is this the real bust of the week?
Yeah.
Bijan.
No way. I mean, it has to be, right?
Bijan couldn't show up.
26 projected.
Very weird.
Very weird game.
Seems like the Miami defense wasn't able to nullify anybody except for him. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
CMC, bust week with 10 points. Wow. Imagine that.
I know.
10, and that's, yeah.
10 points
it
and
does,
you're busting.
it does make sense when you're that good. But
When you're, what is he projected, like, what, 28 a week or something?
he's projected
It's
so much.
It's
all the time.
ridiculous.
CMC, his backup, Jordan Mason, made his way out to Minnesota, and in the absence of Aaron Jones, if you're a Vikings fan, or if you're not a Vikings fan, you just play fantasy football, you know that Aaron Jones has been injury-prone a little bit. He had to go down on the IR list, and which opened up an opportunity for Jordan Mason, and a lot of people thought that he was going to produce. He had a couple good games, scored a couple touchdowns. Last week, Aaron Jones is back.
Not really. He had, like, 5 points.
It's over for Jordan Mason. I don't think he's employable on a fantasy roster anymore the rest of the year unless something happens to Aaron Jones and you want to keep him stashed.
Yeah.
JCM did show up on the bus list, like we mentioned. He's got 2.5 points.
It's
Not
tough
good.
break. Tough
Shad
break.
White, 8.1 when you're projected 17. That's a bust. Quinshad Judkins, not quite. Didn't get the run game going like he used to. I'm expecting them to continue to give him more carries, but if he's battling an injury, then maybe you look in another direction at the flex position for this upcoming week. A guy that I'll be playing there, Rico Dowdle.
He is on the list this week, though. But that's because they force-feed Chuba Hubbard, and then they're like, wait, this isn't working.
That's right. Yeah, it's 17 carries, 50 yards, or something like that. You should be getting 20, but also maybe the looks weren't there. Not quite used on the right downs and the right schemes. Rico Dowdle, we know, is good. We talked about him earlier. But moving forward, Lions share, guys. Lions share. That's what he's getting, the Lions share. Roar! He's getting the Detroit Lions share of the carries. Circle back around to wide receiver real quick. A couple guys I want to talk about. Matthew Golden. That's right, 3.4. We talked about it earlier. But Green Bay. If you have a Green Bay wide receiver, look another direction unless it's Christian Watson. Coming up, Deebo Samuel, another guy that should be stepping up in Terry McLaurin's absence. He had a couple good games, but then last week couldn't quite get it done. How about that?
Did you see the one where it smacked off his helmet on the screen? Yeah. How's that happen?
Go ahead and look that up. Look up Deebo caused interception from the
It is probably the most unathletic thing I've ever watched.
Smacked him in the face. And last week we talked about Mike Evans going down. Oh, what are the implications for the Buccaneers? Is that bad if you're a fantasy manager? Does it open things up even more so for Emeka Egbuka? Apparently not. 6.5 points last week. Egbuka, another guy that has been battling an injury.
That falls under Baker's struggles, no?
Yeah. The whole offense struggled.
Yeah. I mean, Baker now, he's had all this MVP hype, and now he's had the two worst games of the season, like, back-to-back.
Only way is up for him. I don't think he's as serious of a quarterback as the guys we were talking about earlier with Herbert and May.
Yeah. He's still great.
But, yeah, he's vibes. Baker's a good guy.
He's a hard worker, so I would expect him to turn around at some point. No way he would just keep kind of sinking.
Yeah.
He's not that kind of guy.
Well, if you remember, Baker Mayfield, each time he's been discounted in his career, right? Counted out.
Yep.
He don't got it. He's put on the comeback kid cape, and he's put on a show for us.
Exactly.
So you look at the start of the season, holy cow, like he's balling. Okay, Bucky Irving, Mike Evans, 2 poor performances. Maybe he's back this week.
Maybe.
Maybe Baker is, well, bye week, guys. Bye week for the Buccaneers.
Bye week.
Maybe he's
Reset
back
week.
next week.
Reset
right?
week, yeah.
Yeah. Check out. Never ask a man 3 things. Never ask three things.
What
a
are
woman
they?
her age, a man his salary, and Baker Mayfield will happen in the Cheesecake Factory parking lot. If we move over into the booms for last week, not the busts, but the booms. That's right. 5 big. Yeah.
5 big booms.
Yeah. 5 big booms.
Love it.
Not on this show. We will not be promoting 5 big booms. We will be promoting fantasy booms because we love fantasy football.
Yes.
I can't even put most of the top scoring QBs because it's all considered a.
Dude, that was me. Literally, I'm like, I mean, there are QBs on this list, but like,
It's been.
I think Hurts.
Yeah.
Hurts was on it.
Yep.
Justin Fields was on it. I mean, they're all like these quarterbacks are all in the top performer. Patrick Mahomes, all in the top performers of the week according to ESPN Fantasy Football.
Right.
But they're not booms
Necessarily.
because of their projections.
Yeah, they're not necessarily crossing over the threshold of points needed to be classified as, whoa, that's,
Yeah.
a big performance. That is weird, but we've seen that with fantasy this year. The tight end position and the quarterback position, big time resurgence.
Yeah.
Big time. Moving away from those running back and wide receivers that usually get taken early.
Yeah.
At the running back position, it's the same old faces, guys.
Yep.
Who's it been this year? It's been JT. Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts. They are galloping their way to victory.
Offensive Player of the Year.
37.4. He's our O-Poi right now. Could be the league MVP. Just kidding. Not a running back award.
No.
Quarterback award.
Unfortunately.
Winnings at quarterback stat.
The only person that's recent running back was Adrian Peterson, and now he's in prison. So.
Adrian prison. I thought that's the joke you were going to make. James Cook, 33.6 points. He's not in prison. He's in Buffalo, and he's doing his thing this year.
Finally turning it around.
Leading my fantasy team. Yeah, he had a couple weird weeks.
And then the bye week,
8
and then
points,
now
yeah.
he's off. Now he goes off.
Brees Hall, 3 total touchdowns. One of them he threw. That's right. I got that notification the other day. That was like the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Brees
Hall throws a touchdown.
It was in a time of distress. Oh yeah, I got it up right here.
Yeah.
4-yard passing TD thrown by Brees Hall.
Love that.
And it got me the points I needed. We talked about Kamani Vidal. Went for 20 last week. I think he's going for another 20 plus this week. Chase Brown is back. They finally got standard QB play.
It's that Flacco magic. Your team is struggling. You bring in Joe.
It's-
Bring in Joe.
There's something to be said for an elder leader. Somebody that's been around. He earns that respect. It's kind of funny, kind of self-deprecating, right? I'm the old guy. But listen, man, people rally around that. RJ Harvey, we talked about him earlier. Pick him up, make a move for him if you can. Could be on the up and up, right? J.K. Dobbins has been not 100% healthy throughout his whole entire career. Not wishing anything on anybody, but I'm talking about, one running back that's had issues, one running back that they drafted to be the future maybe.
Yep.
He had a good week last week. Isaiah Davis, another good week last week, 18 points right behind Brees Hall. Did it happen because it was against the Bengals?
I mean, that was a shootout, but
Maybe it happened because they're trying to get him more reps because
yeah.
they're trying to move the other guy. Samaje Perine, Bengals player, we just mentioned 17 points in that game. Tajay Spears. Holy cow, Tony Pollard's washed. Pick up Tajay Spears.
I've always liked him.
Who, Tajay?
Tajay.
Yeah, I know. Pick up Tajay Spears, make a move for him if you can. They're not as interested as giving the ball to Tony Pollard as I thought they were.
Yeah.
He's been poor this season.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad Dallas offloaded him.
Well, it's usually what,
that's what they've been doing. They take a running back. They're like, ooh, you played well. See ya.
he could have been insane, though.
Yeah.
But clearly something happened. He lost a step.
Yeah.
Wide receiver position, we talked about Troy Franklin. He had a great week, 27 points. Rashee Rice, that's right, out of jail off the suspension, back into the league. 25.5 points, that's Mahomes' number one guy.
Yep.
Should we be worried about Xavier Worthy production?
Kind of, because Kelsey's turning up, too, this year.
Yeah, he is.
I would be worried. I picked up Hollywood Brown. He's already off my lineup because
Yeah.
I already know that he's not going to get any targets.
Taquan Thornton, you will be remembered, my brother. You will be. Ladd McConkey went for 20. He's back.
Yes.
Exciting whites out in L.A. in the Chargers. And I know that with Quentin Johnson not getting the targets that Aronde Gadsden's getting, and they have Trey Harris, I believe is his name. They have a new rookie wide receiver that they're looking to get incorporated more into the offense.
Yeah.
The field will only be more spaced for Ladd McConkey.
Yes.
Michael Pittman, kind of back a little bit. Had a couple good games this year, 23.5 last week. Jalen Waddle.
It's crazy what happens when a good receiver gets a solid quarterback and give him the football.
Yeah, I know. Daniel Jones is like a completely
Danny
different person.
Dimes is here.
Completely different person this year. And it leads to stuff like this. That's a good point. It's not just him. JT experiencing all this wealth.
Yep.
Tyler Warren, what a year. Did break the touchdown streak last week. But Roman Wilson had a super weird week. He's small. He's fast. He was electric in college. Went for 17.4. If you remember, that is a Steelers player catching the ball from old A-Raj, Mr. Ayahuasca. Aaron Rodgers. Khalil Shakir, sturdy at that flex position, man.
Yep.
Great slot player. Josh Allen loves him. He does. Talked about it last year. He's good for 14, 15 a game. He's doing the same thing this year.
Yep.
I rarely miss with those kind of players.
You were talking about Waddle. I cut you off.
Jalen Waddle, 20 points. Weird because I didn't expect him to be able to handle the wide receiver one load. But
you got to remember, Tua had one eye and then remembered how to play football again. So
we did say it was weird for him to.
He's over here dropping back.
Fix the calibration when he's only seeing out of one side of his face. Yeah, and he's throwing the ball left-handed. But doesn't matter, man. Waddle had a rebound, went for 20.9, as I mentioned, and I think that him or Malik Washington could do well against the Baltimore defense this week, who always struggles with giving up a ton of yards through the air. Last year, the statistics were ridiculous. I mean, I was looking for it. I was like seeking out guys on the waiver wire. They were playing Baltimore. No joke. And it was like working. And I think they're either 31st or 32nd this year for
Well, I can tell you it's 32nd.
wide receiver yards. Is it Dallas? For wide receivers?
I think it's Dallas. And Dallas is 31st in rushing, too.
I know you guys are down there for rushing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Birds, though. Not us. No, I'm just kidding. Chimere DK of the Tennessee Titans, the only bright spot coming out of that state. He's got 16.4 last week. I picked him up, and I played him in the Hate No League. Everybody said that Eli Guyman was going to possibly get more touches last week. So what did I do? I picked up Chimere DK. Matt Collins, 16 points for the Patriots. That was weird. Caught all 7 of his targets.
Yeah, 32nd. Sorry.
32nd?
32nd for receivers.
Oh, boy. Dallas is at the bottom, man. And Tyler Johnson. That's right.
Yep.
Buffalo, 15.4. Weird game there. Ty Johnson.
Couple weird ones.
Yeah, definitely. Weird booms, weird busts, but the main takeaway for this one in here, I think you keep an eye on Rashee Rice. You put all your chips in that basket. He's back. Investing in him proved to be worth it, especially if you look back at a bunch of other premier wide receivers, Nico Harrison, Brian Thomas Jr., Mike Evans, Tyreek.
What about like Jordan Addison?
You talk about all these guys that were expected to be drafted before him, and now Rashee Rice is going to have a way better season coming out of it because these guys had super brutal starts to the year. So it's one of the trade-offs. It's one of the things you talk about. Was that a regret of mine drafting these players so high instead of investing in a guy that already had
success,
a fixed relationship with his quarterback, and obviously, like you said, a lot of success? What are your thoughts on that? What do you think of drafting guys that are injured? Because I know you have another situation like Joe Mixon. Some people drafted him.
I didn't.
They saved a spot for him. Yeah, I know. Neither did I. What the heck? But, it's two completely different situations.
I think it depends on the player, honestly. Because, like, for someone like Rashee Rice, obviously, you know when he comes back he's going to be disgusting. Because Mahomes loves throwing him the ball. But, I mean, like, and then there's, like, people like Joe Mixon. Like, there are people here and there that, like, you kind of just know that they're going to be good coming off of, like, their suspension or their injury. Like, for me, I knew Jordan Addison was going to play relatively well following his 3-game suspension, and I've been pretty much right for the most part, I think. He's, 15-plus most weeks, maybe one bad week. But I feel like that will change because, J.J. McCarthy is now J.J. McCarthy's playing now.
Shout out to Wentz, man. But, yeah, we wish J.J. McCarthy all of the luck. He was a ton of fun in college. We mentioned last week it was National Tight Ends Day, and because of that, Tucker Kraft got a ton of targets. He had 33.3. Biggest game of the week for tight ends right there, Tucker Kraft. Oronde Gadsden, Herbert's new toy, 18.7 for him. Travis Kelce, 21.9. We mentioned he's back. Never in doubt, though. Harold Fannin, 18.4. You should be investing in Harold Fannin.
Yeah.
Mason Taylor, 14.4. Who else is going to get targets in that stanky offense, man? Besides my boy, Jordan Love is not a serious quarterback, but he had a good week last week with 28.3.
You don't think he's a serious
Nope.
quarterback?
Drake May right below him, though. He is 26.2 last week. Great week. Justin Herbert, 25. Flacco, 24. Who would have seen that coming? Tua out of nowhere. Let's do it. Tua, one-eye demon, somehow put up 24 points in fantasy. CJ Stroud goes for 21. Kind of a good week and a weird one considering he was without his two main guys.
Yeah.
Kirk and Collins. Kirk and Collins. It sounds like a brand. Kirk and Collins.
Sounds like a
Buy
great...
my fantasy football knowledge at kirkandcollins.com,
There you go.
where we tell you to invest in players like Brian Thomas Jr. and Tony Pollard and Jacoby Meyer. No, I'm just kidding. I can't just talk about the misses. I've had a lot of hits this year. A lot of hits.
Ferguson was my hit until the donut.
Oh, God. I missed on him, too. Don't talk about Ferguson.
I'll tell you what. One person that from the Cowboys that I make sure I draft every year is Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah,
Forever and always. Forever and always will draft Brandon Aubrey.
I had him that first year, and it was like, oh, man, I was spoiling myself with riches. It was like I was eating grapes every week because I was getting 16 from my kicker.
Dude, he would outscore like half the team like every other week.
Yeah, that's what happened with Bora Galas for me last week. He had like 12 or 14, and my team did horribly. So, kickers can make or break you in fantasy. Any position can. That's why we love it. A large portion of it is luck. After the break, we'll be talking about who should you be starting, who should you be sitting, and a bunch of other hubbub surrounding trade deadline and fantasy football. Yeah, we have some injuries too. Stay tuned for that. There's Q's on the board. Q's. There's questionables.
It's a long list.
What's going on? There's a lot of questions. So stay tuned here on 98.5 WNUW. I know that you're calling after me. That's right. I hope you are. You better be. Somebody out there. Gosh, man. Lonely world. I'll tell you that much, Noah. But we're here to talk about fantasy football, baby. Football. We just came back from break where we were listening to Wallows, who hopefully I'll be working on to get more of in the station because they're great, and one of their guitar players was in 13 Reasons Why. Fun trivia. Talking about the injuries from not just last week, but overall the last 8 weeks. Because what do players do in football if they're not getting in trouble off the field? They're getting injured.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right.
They're going down with an ankle, with a knee, with a hamstring.
Shoulder.
They are driving the car, racing on the street. No,
who said that? What?
Players don't do that. That's never happened.
No. Why would they ever do that?
That's never happened. It's like there's two of the guys that we just happened to talk about earlier on the show have done that. That wasn't even intentional. Some questionables that we're looking to update each week, that we're looking to bring.
Long list.
Yeah, we're looking to bring, news to you when we can. Kyle Pitts was limited with an ankle. Pretty much the only thing coming out of the viable fantasy tight ends there. We will move to the quarterback position. Kyler Murray was on the field for Tuesday's bonus practice session. That should be noted because Kyler Murray has been out and was on the bye week recovering.
He's done playing Battlefield 6.
Oh, is he? He's done playing Battlefield.
He must be, right?
Some of my friends have been playing that game nonstop. Is that fun, Battlefield? Is it that good?
I don't know. I need to buy it. I've seen a lot of good clips, though, and it looks great.
I need to buy fantasy football insider advice because I get frustrated with this stuff. Brock Purdy, turf toe. Turf toe stinks, man.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's basically a stubbed toe or a reverse stubbed toe.
Yeah.
If you look it up, that's what it is. On the reverse stubbed toe version, if that bone there breaks, it's grade 3 and it's impossible to walk. That's what happened to Burrow.
Yeah.
That's why Burrow's been out for so long. Hopefully he comes back. Michael Penix, he had a knee injury. He was limited for Atlanta yesterday. Keep an eye on him when he's healthy, man. Oof. They're building something there. Okay? They can win. That's a soft division. They can win that division. Maybe not this year, but next year.
You think the Bucs fall in that category?
Ooh. Do they, my friend, with their injury troubles as well?
Maybe this year, but if we're thinking like in general, they're gonna run that. They're gonna run that division for a long time.
We don't know that. Falcons got a good offensive line and good defense, man, with young players.
I think the Falcons can make the playoffs every so often, but winning a division.
I don't like to compare teams, but the Eagles were in a tough spot when we had 4 wins that year.
Yeah.
And we decided to starting Hurts after that. I don't think the Falcons are far away from that. They're building that offensive line. They got some young pieces on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Yeah. Bijan is a freak.
Jesse Bates?
And Mike, well, he's
on the safety, right? Yeah.
He's just straight up all pro. He's not like that young, but he's like one of their leaders on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah. AJ Terrell.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to get off course. You know I'm super high on AJ Terrell, but yeah, man, the Falcons, they kind of remind me of the Eagles in some sense in what they're building down there. Michael Penix is still nursing the injury, though. They started Flacco and looked like a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Moving to the running back position, Josh Jacobs has been nursing the calf. He's been limited in all of his reps. Emmanuel Wilson is a good backup. What do you think of that Josh Jacobs situation in Green Bay? You consider him S-tier running back?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a league winner.
No doubt. He's a league winner.
Yes. He's been a league winner for me for the last 2 years.
Okay.
I just wasn't able to snag him in our wasn't able to snag him in our the 14-man league, but I got Bucky Irving and Jahmyr Gibbs anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's a really good partnership. If Bucky was healthy this year, he's just so good.
I don't think my games would be close half the time.
Speaking of Bucky, he has a weird thing going on with that fibula. I'm sure it's broken.
They just don't want to say it.
People were saying shoulder, right? Then people were saying
Ankle.
He was in the walking boot. Then he was on crutches, and he was back to the just walking. Usually, when these things take this long, especially when they're labeled as an ankle sprain first, or just like a foot sprain first, it means there's a ton of bones that congregate down at the base of your foot and where it connects to your ankle. Usually, one of them breaks. I think that on the outside, on the right, he might have had something go wrong there.
Question.
Yeah.
When he comes back, if he comes back, how do you think he will still be as productive?
It'll take a game at least.
But you think he'll go back to his old
ways?
ways?
Yeah. He's explosive. He's super good. Yeah, without a doubt. And the NFL is the best doctors and best opioids and tranq in the world. Isaiah Pacheco also had a knee injury, which is super unfortunate because, like we mentioned earlier, he's had a lot of injuries in the past.
I mean, when you run that hard.
Well, yeah, you respect the style of running, but you also...
I mean, have you watched him run? It's like...
He doesn't protect his body at all.
No.
He goes headfirst in the tackle sometimes, too, which is just not good.
Yeah.
Quinshon Judkins, day-to-day with that shoulder. Super, super tough to come back from shoulder contusions. When you're a running back and you're getting bounced around all the time, it's like your main job.
Yeah. That's why
Tony
they don't
Pollard,
last long.
Yeah, no, they don't. That's a good point. And why sometimes they're reluctant to pay him.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard, limited with a neck injury.
Who cares?
Next stuff is scary.
Who cares? It's Tajay Spears time.
Yeah. I was going to say next stuff is scary, but Noah has adopted my my level of tiredness for Pollard and the Titans, so we'll move on. Ramondre Stevenson with the toe injury, missing Wednesday's practice. Is the door open for Travion Henderson?
We've said this every week.
Heck no, it's not. Why would that happen? Why draft one of the most expensive players in college football? You shouldn't use him. Ugh. Sorry.
We need to stop talking about it. We're starting to go insane.
That's my biggest thing this year is people that get drafted and then they don't use them. Like guys like Golden and Travion Henderson. That kind of thing really ticks me off.
Yeah.
Although the Patriots are doing well and Drake May looks good. At the wide receiver position, Nico Collins is limited with a concussion. Concussions can usually push things off. They can push recovery off. Further and further, they can delay it if you're not doing what you're supposed to. That happens sometimes.
I feel like besides hamstring injuries, they're like one of the most lingering injuries,
especially
for football. They just linger.
And they say once you get one, you're just that much more likely to get another.
I mean, look at Tua.
Yeah. You can't see and he can't think.
But a good combo.
But they beat those Falcons. That's right. Puka Nacua limited on Wednesday with the ankle. He seems to be looking good on his way back. Josh Downs played well but didn't practice. Stephon Diggs also limited with an ankle. Lad McConkey, great last week. Now nursing something going on with the calf. Rashid Shaheed was in trade conversations just like that guy Jacoby Myers was. We were talking about earlier. Similar kind of player, but limited as well with the hip injury. Rome Odunze did not practice on Wednesday. What's going on there? Olamide Zaccheaus caught all 6 or 7 of his passes in their last one. How do I keep doing that, bro?
I don't know. It's every week you said it.
Bro?
Every week.
That one wasn't even on. Usually we try and work it in. That one
usually
wasn't
we clip
even on.
farm.
You should have seen the little crease on your lips right there when I said 6'7". You were like quivering. He can't wait to do it. It's like the Clash Royale.
Bro, I'm 19. All right, it's happened. I've been
Pearsall, still not practicing.
Are you
believe
concerned?
it or not?
You have him.
Obviously, I'm concerned, man.
Well, yeah, but
last year the guy got shot, and this year the guy has had something going on with. Is it the knee? Is it the leg? Is it the calf? we think it's a knee. But whatever it is, it's too much. It looks like somebody shot him again. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Too far. No,
Wow.
Nobody did that.
Wow.
He's been out for a long time. He's been nursing the injury. I've been seeing that on Twitter, though. It's like, how unlucky can you get? First, the one thing's completely out of control. Somebody's trying to rob you. And then the next season, as soon as you have a good game and explosive performance.
Great first 3 weeks.
As soon as it happens. And then with Purdy going down.
Yeah.
The opportunity to get force-fed by Mac Jones was there.
Yeah, and then Kendrick Bourne was like, hello. And then he left.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but the whole Ricky Pearsall thing, the banter around that and the injury with that, it actually is a shame because that's a great young wide receiver.
Yes.
Just waiting to break out. He's probably not going to play again next week. If he's back after that, start him. I'm saying as soon as that kid comes back, start him. He's that much of a dog.
He's going to want to fight, too.
He plays hard, man.
Yeah.
We like Ricky Pearsall, even though we don't like the Niners that much.
Yeah.
Moving on to the starts and sits.
How about bigger injuries?
Like?
Jane Daniels is coming back.
Yes?
Lamar's coming back.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Lamar's coming back tonight.
Lamar is going to be back for Thursday Night Football. Hold on 1 second. I need to pull up an interesting graphic. Continue rambling real quick, Noah.
I think this will help them. You think so?
I hope so.
I mean, you saw what the offense was capable of with Lamar back there, and how good Derrick Henry was back there, which sucks because I'm going against Derrick Henry this week, which means he's going to drop like 30 points. I just feel it. Zay Flowers going to do better. I would even say Rashad Bateman would perform better.
Zay's projected jumps from like 12 to 16
Yeah.
when Lamar came back. That's definitely something I should.
I do think that Tyler Huntley filled in way better than Cooper Rush did, because it's just the same
Rush was strong.
archetype of quarterback. You can't throw Cooper Rush into a Ravens offense.
No.
You can't.
He doesn't fit.
No.
No.
Because, I mean, maybe if Joe Flacco got hurt when he was on the Ravens and you throw Cooper Rush in there, it would be a better scheme. But with Lamar, you can't have Cooper Rush. He can't move. He can't go anywhere.
It's a Cowboys fan talking trust. He knows. He's
He can't
familiar.
go anywhere. No, but Tyler Huntley definitely filled in better. And I think the Ravens, now that Lamar's back, especially with a little momentum from their win last week, I think they can turn it around, like, real quick.
They are playing the Dolphins, who have some momentum tonight. So 8:15 Thursday Night Football, 2-5 against 2-6. Go ahead and check it out. Lamar's back.
Yes.
Jane Daniels is back. Wentz is out for the year. Ex-Eagle.
J.J. McCarthy.
We hope he's okay. J.J. McCarthy stepping up. Bryce Young finally back in practice, and Cam Scatterbo we mentioned.
Yeah.
Go ahead and invest in Tyrone Tracy and
I dropped him.
Devin Singletary.
I dropped him a couple weeks ago because
You're not alone.
Scatterbo was going crazy, and now I can't pick him back up because someone else has him off waivers. It's really unfortunate. But
Starts for this week at the wide receiver position. Hear ye, listen up. If you have these players, these are a lot of guys that are fringe starts, but these are guys that we think right now trending upward at the wide receiver position. Parker Washington.
You made me do that, so don't make me regret it.
We really like Parker Washington.
Yes.
Travis Hunter. Okay? Two guys on that team that are not going to be burdened by BTJ. These targets are going somewhere. It's one of these two places. I predict Travis
The real
Hunter.
question is, what kind of T-Law are we going to get?
Hopefully, luscious hair, Clemson orange, slanging the football downfield, T-Lar. Staying at the wide receiver position, I like Malik Washington. I like Kayshon Boutte. And you got to start Khalil Shakir every week. I'm tired of people saying he's not a flex play. He is. He was last year. He was looking like it the year before. And this year, it's not even a question. Running back position, we like Bam Knight. We like Rico Dowdle. Both guys recently upgraded to RB1 on their team.
Yes.
Also at tight end, we like Colston Loveland. And when the Jets are back from the bye, we do like Mason Taylor. Sits for next week. QJ does not mean Quinshon Judkins. It means Quentin Johnston.
Yes.
You better be sitting him.
Butterfingers himself.
Well, he was kind of doing the catch the ball thing this year a little bit.
A little bit, and then...
The Texans wide receivers, they're going up against Denver. Surtain could be out with an injury, which would be big for them. Raleigh Moss has not been too great. He's good sometimes and he's bad sometimes. It's weird.
Isn't there one more?
He gets a lot of pressure because they don't want to throw to Surtain, and so he racks up a lot of penalties. I don't think he's that bad though.
Yeah.
Maybe start Collins, Kirk, but not all of them. Not Higgins or
I think
Noel.
that pass rush for Denver is going to get to CJ a ton.
Yeah.
I don't think the Texans O-line's all that good.
No. Yeah. Which is another reason why we have Woody Marks down here.
Yeah.
On the sits because it's a tough matchup. Tony Pollard, obviously, Alvin Kamara, both washed up, spoken for. Chupa Hubbard lost his job. Jordan Mason
Also lost his job.
Yeah,
kind
Yeah.
of. And then JCM.
Don't got it no more with Aaron Jones back in JCM. Bill Nye, the football guy. Go ahead and sit him.
As much
Oh, man.
as much as I really want to watch him succeed and prove that I have some ball knowledge when it comes to drafting these kind of running backs, they're going against Seattle, man. Seattle's got probably the best defense in the NFL right
A
now.
defense that I wish I didn't drop. Second in fantasy football points so far this year, the Seattle Seahawks. So go ahead and tune into that Washington Commanders matchup. And
Sunday
don't
night.
start JCM.
Yeah,
Don't start him.
it's unfortunate.
And cut Terry. He stinks.
Yeah, go Terry.
That'll do it for this week's rendition of Thursday Night. Line up here on 98.5 WNUW Aston. My name's Owen. Who am I sitting across from?
Noah.
That's right. We'll be back here next week at 5 o'clock. So tune in. Have a happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
Have a happy Halloween and enjoy your weekend.